My mom is stealing my boyfriend. My mom loves cooking. My boyfriend loves cooking. I absolutely hate it honestly. She's Mexican and my boyfriend is Polish, so the cuisine they're familiar with is obviously pretty different, and I guess that interests them. They've been swapping recipes and discussing cooking stuff constantly, which is wonderful, but I'd like to talk to my boyfriend every once in a while too. Last week I invited him over and my mom FaceTimed him. They spent a solid hour discussing what she should serve for Easter dinner. Then I brought him over thinking I could introduce him to everyone, and he spent the whole time in the kitchen hanging out with my mom. I love him. I love that he cooks because it means I don't have to, but I wish he didn't because I never expected I'd be competing with my mom for my boyfriend's attention. Edit. Alright guys, I was just gonna leave it, but I think this is a good learning moment for this community. I don't actually think that my mom is attempting to steal my boyfriend away from me. I know, shocking. Honestly, I'm not all that upset that they hang out a lot. I still get to cuddle with him while he's on the phone, and that's enough for me most of the time. I wish it wouldn't happen during scheduled affection hours, but hey, it's still a rare occurrence. I don't plan on reading all, or any really, of the comments because honestly this can just be addressed by saying, spend more time with me please. But I think it's important for everyone to step back, take a breath and give it a little thought first. Also, maybe read the whole thing. It's not that long, short even by this subreddit standards. Lol, this is not what I expected when I came here XD. Wholesome. It's obviously a good thing that they get along. Just tell him exactly when you need him to do something else. Don't say, BF, you're always hanging out with my mom, I want more attention. Do say, BF, I want to introduce you to these people today. Could you FaceTime with my mom some other time? Right now I'd kind of like you to meet these people. I'm sorry, I find this hilarious. Haha, I can understand the frustration if you never get to see your boyfriend and he is always with your mom. But it is not a bad thing to have your boyfriend and mom get along. Maybe just talk to him about it? Came for incest, stayed for the wholesomeness. Maybe work on your jealousy issues. Most women would kill for a man that gets along with her parents. I sincerely doubt your mom is with you on dates and when you go out, so I'm assuming you are blowing this out of proportion. It seems like their bond is almost entirely about cooking, which is why he talks to her and not you. In my opinion, you should learn about your boyfriend's and mom's interests even if it's not your thing. Maybe ask them to teach you something? Or try to get involved in the cooking somehow? TBH, it's a good thing that they get along so well. I'm not sure I understand the problem. Can you further explain what you mean by competing with my mom for my boyfriend's attention? What's it like when you're not with your mom? My 11.5 yo came out to me and I don't know how to handle it. They are non-binary polysexual and at first they wanted to be called he, them and referred to as a masculine version of their name. But now they told me they are a they, them with a different nickname. I'm struggling and walking on eggshells all the time because they often accuse me of deadnaming when I use the wrong pronoun. I kept slipping up and using he. I'd only just gotten used to it. I know this is no excuse, but my memory is bad due to a brain injury a couple years ago. And once, I didn't capitalize their current chosen nickname in a text message and got accused of deadnaming. I don't know how to be supportive and use the right terms without upsetting them because no matter how I refer to them I seem to be wrong. I am sure I am not very good at this, but I'm trying. I know this is about them, not me. But I am anxious from constantly being yelled at and being unable to punish them because it would be invalidating their identity. I want to be a supportive parent helping them with their gender identity journey, but I don't know how. Personally, I feel they need to chill and understand that it takes time for people to adjust to using appropriate, preferred pronouns and names. Obviously, they are young and going through a lot, so it may be hard for them to understand this and act appropriately back. That being said, you are doing your best to respect your child and their wishes. I applaud you for working hard to adjust. It isn't always easy. You are doing great, so don't give up. And don't let them disrespect you either. You are still their parent. You're trying your best. They have no right to shout at their own parent who is only trying to bring them up to the best of their abilities. I would say try to get them referred to a gender therapist. Provided this isn't a troll, your kid needs to be seeing a gender therapist. You should also probably be seeing a standard talk therapist. This is not a revelation that will simply fade into unimportance as time goes on. You absolutely can give consequences for the disrespectful way they are speaking to you. To help with your memory issues, maybe get some wall art with the names of everyone who lives in your house. Hang it wherever you spend the most time. Visually seeing their chosen name often could help a lot. Don't post this art on social media though, because that would make it performative. You can still punish them for constantly yelling at you. That's not invalidating their identity, that's parenting. An 11-yo doesn't know what the fuck they are. They just know these trendy terms and that it's a way go control their parents and take advantage of open-mindedness. Kids are trash for this reason. They're not offended, they're going on the offensive and manipulating you. Tell your kid they can call themselves whatever they want, but the world isn't gonna cater to all their fickle-hearted bullshit. Teach them that inclusion is all that matters, not fucking garbage labels. Your kid is in the wrong here, not you. Found out relationship was a lie. Just found out my 24 female whole relationship was a lie. Got a call last night from his girlfriend of 4 years apparently, and I've been seeing him for 2 years. He lives with her, and the entire time with me he was saying we should look for a place to live together and have kids. It's so hard to wrap my head around that I've been with this person and was lied to the whole time. He was my first everything because I wanted to wait to find someone genuine, and this blows up in my face. I don't know what to do. I'm in shock. This was such a big part of my life now wasted. How did you date this person for 2 years and never see where they lived, who they lived with? The time wasn't wasted. You learned something about yourself and something about what you want out of a relationship. Take some time to enjoy being single. Your ex's girlfriend did you a favor. Be grateful that she did, and you're no longer a victim of his lies. That's a terrible thing to find out. Have you confronted him yet? You need to find some support to help you through this, whether it be family, friends, or a professional counselor. Just to get it off your chest will make a huge difference. You're probably looking for some kind of closure, and that doesn't always happen. Say what you want to say, then block him, or it's going to be that much harder. So sorry for what you're going through. I'm so sorry you are going through this. I can completely relate because you literally wrote my own experience 20 years ago. The man I was stupidly in love with was not just living with another woman, he was dating 2 other women plus me. To the people who ask, how did you not know or suspect? I know it's hard to fathom, but when you're in a manipulative relationship with a sociopath, and admittedly I wasn't the most emotionally mature, you just don't know. I suggest you walk away and know that your life will go on. Learn from his behavior and seek out resources to help you heal, because you will. You are well shot of him. He is the problem, the liar, the thief of your time and emotions. You have been victimized. Now is the time to be kind to yourself. Cut every tie, block him, ditch any of his items left at your house. Contact with him will only give him an opportunity to victimize you again. Victim no more. Move on, move forward, onward and upward. You deserve it. You may want to seek therapy to improve your picker, so you do not choose a like model human next time. Having an impartial ear might help you process this loss and betrayal, while identifying the red flags. The very best of it all. Agape 2 hearts 2 hearts. I dated a guy for over a year and found out he had 2 other girlfriends. One he met after me and one he had been with for a few years. I found out by the long-term girl calling me and telling me. I felt so fucking dumb, and in retrospect there were so many clues I ignored. I felt terrible about myself for a good while, to be honest. I felt the same, like I had wasted time. I didn't, and you didn't either. You'll move on from this and meet someone again. The hardest part for me was actually cutting him out of my life, because I still wanted to talk to him every day. Shit, he will still message me randomly 10 years later, but now I just laugh and delete the messages. My 26F boyfriend, 27M, won't let me attend his baseball practice sessions. I have been dating a sweet and handsome baseball player for 2 years. I have always been his biggest supporter and go to his games. Lately though, he has also been going to baseball practice sessions with a female player. They both play on separate teams but practice together. He won't let me go to his sessions. I'm getting a bit suspicious and paranoid of possible cheating. How do I get the full story? Do they practice together with no one else around, or is it a group thing? Because practicing with one other person is weird regardless. You already have the full story. He's interested in the other woman and does not want you there to interfere. Based on the comments, doesn't want advice. She wants to forgive him and stay with him. No ounce of self-respect here. It's a lost cause. Don't waste your breath, people. This flag is so red it could be a Soviet symbol. You have to ask for what you want. Say, I'm not comfortable with this practice system. I would like one of 2 things to happen. Either I can come and watch when I want, or you can stop practicing with her. If he doesn't want to take one of those choices, then he isn't respecting your relationship boundaries. Which means you might as well leave now or you will in the future for another reason. Show up at a practice, anyway, then dump his cheating ass.